economics major?
Yes, I was an economics major. I was
Mm.
president of the econ club. I was a little bit
Ooh,
of a nerd.
that's all right. Nerds win.
Right? Nerded
Yes,
up
we
now
do.
and then the swag come later.
Right, right,
Yes.
right.
So I was going through some stuff and I was wondering, I saw you in an interview, you were talking about entrepreneurship. And I was just wondering, like, who are some of the people that actually like motivate you
Yeah.
and basically inspired you to even go into business, let alone, the marijuana
And this
dispensary
one,
business. Yeah.
yeah. Well, my first inspiration for entrepreneurship was my mother because I grew up, my mother's a dentist and she started her practice the year I was born. So it was, I grew up watching a very strong, independent woman run a business. So I've
Oh,
always I think it was just in me, and I always wanted to do that. So when in this particular industry, I met a lot of really great, strong women very early on, and I think that was very inspiring, and it let me know, I can do this too, because I was seeing women all around me, different types of women, different races, be very successful. So I always go back to Women Grow because that was my first, real introduction to the industry. And I was
mm,
immediately introduced to 10, 15 very prominent women in the industry. And that pushed me to
wow.
get to where I am today.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to the people just joining the room, in case you didn't know, she is the youngest black woman
Man,
to own a marijuana dispensary,
Wakanda forever.
right? And I was
Like
Yeah, I'm holding my
that
phone,
deserves that.
exactly, but I was wondering, so this was purely like your idea to go into that type of business, or
Yeah, so
was
originally
there like,
back almost like 4 years ago now, this was something that I had been seeing everywhere. You saw it on CNN, you see
hmm
it
I
in
remember that.
Time magazine. It was you were seeing it a lot. So I was very interested. It was something I was, always interested in recreationally, but I never really looked at it like a medicine. And when I was
Mm,
kind of introduced to that and I started studying that more, I became passionate about it. I really understood and really wanted, I felt like everyone deserved access to that medicine and the choice of what they wanted to use. So from there, that's when I kind of went to my mother, introduced the idea to her, and then we found our third business partner, Dr. Larry Bryant. We went to him and presented him with a business plan, and then now we're here almost 4 years later.
wow.
wow, I got it.
Right. Like that's amazing.
Yeah.
And I love the progress story. Yeah.
Thank you.
But it's funny that you mentioned your mom because I was gonna ask, like, did you receive like any kind of pushback from anyone or any of your parents? Because I know if I said to my mom, like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna go into the marijuana dispensary," she'd be like, no, you're not."
Yeah, well, luckily, my mom is super open-minded, and I always was able to talk to her, so it was very easy. It never went to the negative side. She was very like, okay, well, just explain to me why. She knew I wouldn't come to
Mm,
her with anything inappropriate. So as soon as I was able to explain the situation and explain the medicinal and the science behind it as a
mm,
health professional, she immediately was interested.
right, right.
And then, it just was very, very simple in that aspect. My father was definitely, my dad is not, he's not, he doesn't understand. And he's definitely more like, oh no, weed is bad. That's just not, it's illegal. I don't want
Just
to
see
do
it.
that. Mm-mm. But,
Right.
now, of course, he's a little bit more, he's okay with it. He doesn't love it, but he understands the business side behind it and he supports it. And he's definitely proud of everything that I've done.
That is
Yeah.
awesome that
Right.
you have your parents
Yeah.
like
Thank
behind
you.
Yeah,
you.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It reminds me of was it Prohibition?
Yeah, it
Mm,
is. It is a
It's
mm,
just
prohibition. It's
like
the
the
same thing.
yeah.
Prohibition time, and a lot of white folks was into that. Yeah, you know what I
Right.
mean? It was able to get the booze and get all of that
Right.
running. So this is the time. This is
It's going to
Yes.
be
the
the same
weed
thing with
gold
this
rush.
industry. It is the same thing. So I'm just trying to make sure that minorities have a place in the industry. Right now, we only make up 1% of
Wow.
owners and executives, high level executives in the industry. So it's definitely something that I'm passionate about. I'm so excited to be in there, but we have a lot more work to do. And I definitely would love to one day own a cultivation center or a processing center and have multiple locations in other states, you know. So I would love to also be able to create other opportunities for minorities.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know much about. Here she go. Right?
I'll say there are a lot of regulations, and every state has different regulations. So that makes it even more confusing.
Oh.
Huh. Now, what exactly is a dispensary? Is it where you grow it, or do you have like a supplier?
No, a dispensary is a retail location.
Okay.
Only. So here in Maryland, how it works is you can be licensed as a cultivator, a processor, or a dispensary. A cultivator grows it, processor is able to extract it using different techniques, whichever that's, I guess, what makes the processor unique, and make it into different, infused goods. And then dispensaries are the only sales to patients.
Okay.
So how do you decide what kind of, I guess, what is it, strains that you're going to sell? Like, how do you decide?
Yeah. We, so of course it's dependent on what the grower has available first off. And then second off, we're also going to be going off of, in the beginning, before we really have a strong patient base that we're really catering towards, we'll just be looking at our demographics in the area and seeing what the most common ailments in our area are, and then what strains cure those. So for instance, a Blue Dream would be good for somebody that needs, to find pain relief but still function during the daytime. So maybe somebody that has chronic pain, so they still need that relief, but then they don't need to be like falling asleep in the middle of the day. That would be a good strain for them. So we are a medicinal dispensary, so we are thinking like that. We're doing strain, ailment alignment, and that's how we're picking what products we serve.
Okay, cool. Another thing. So you got, is it see, I don't know what to say. Is it THC?
THC
and then there's CBD. Okay. So those are two different things. Can you explain the difference between the two? Is one or the other? And do you sell both in your shop, or will you be selling both?
We do sell both. So CBD and THC are cannabinoids. They are compounds that come out of the plant. Those are what a processor would extract out of the plant. A THC is a psychoactive compound, and that's what actually makes you high. CBD is not psychoactive, and it's what has more of the healing properties. That's why CBD is legal, can be shipped over state lines, and you have CBD companies that are just making, normal product. You see stuff in like, I think Bed Bath and Beyond, or Bed and Bath and Body Works. I don't know.
One of them bad.
One of them bad.
Yeah, they sell like hemp. CBD comes from hemp as well, but CBD also comes out of like the marijuana plant. So that's kind of the difference. And those there's like hundreds of cannabinoids in the cannabis plant, but those are the two most prominent. So when you look at, like in Maryland dispensaries, when you look at your packaging, you'll be able to see the makeup of whatever you're smoking. And a high THC count is going to, of course, make you more, it'll have more of the psychoactive effect. But all of that makeup is what affects the ailment, and which, that's what makes the medicine a medicine. So that's why it's important that, testing is done and those numbers are there on your medicine, so you're able to see what you're smoking. Yeah. Or using in other ways. You don't just have to smoke. There's a lot of different ways you can use it.
Right.
Yeah. And that's one of the things too. Like when I first heard about marijuana becoming legal, I was like, man, they're gonna have like 10-year-olds out here smoking because they have an ailment, like and they're gonna run around high.
No, and then like the kids, there are kids that use cannabis for different reasons. The most common reason for children is epilepsy. And kids who have seizures, and they usually are using a very high CBD strain. Sorry.
Somebody making a smoothie. Right. That's what it sounds like.
Healing properties
right now.
Healing properties, right? That is all right. That is all right. But you know what? I do initially when I, first was introduced to, well, not introduced because I've never actually smoked it, but
Mm-hmm.
um heard about marijuana, like I was always like, yeah, somebody's just gonna go get high, yada yada yada. But a friend of mine, I believe it was a year ago or 2 years ago, his mom suffered a stroke,
Mm-hmm.
and like it was terrible. Like I think she had a lot of memory loss, and just it's really bad. And they had her on a lot of pills, and she just wasn't getting better. And then they went to a holistic, I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yep. A lot of
doctor,
holistic
and
centers are
right.
doing that as
And
well.
they told him, this is what you should try with your mom. And I think she either makes it as a tea
Yeah,
or
there's a lot of different
something
ways
like
to do it.
that.
You can get
Right.
it like a little tincture, drop a little bit in a tea, and
Yeah. And I think when they did the scan or the MRI, like say 50% of her brain, I'm like not a doctor, so I don't know how to explain it, but it was like really bad, like gone. And then the
yeah,
next time they went, it's like she got like 10% more or something, and it was just coming back. And it's just really amazing to see that
That
all from something.
transformation.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because I remember how she looked and how she couldn't really speak when it first
yeah,
happened, and now I can communicate with her, and it's
yeah.
just from something
Cannabis
so
really, a lot of
natural.
times in traumatic things like that, a lot of times it really improves the quality of life for someone
Yes.
experiencing those types of pain and allows them to do typical functions like eat,
Mm,
sleep, be able,
yeah.
like you said, be able to communicate and be able to calm their nerves. Because especially like in a stroke, a lot of times your nerves are very
Yes.
strained, so you're able to calm your body. So
Yeah.
I think it's just an important option and it's not right for everybody, but I feel like everyone deserves access, affordable, quality access to this medicine, and we don't deserve to be treated like criminals for using it.
Hmm.
Right.
And I also believe
Right.
that minorities, right? I believe that minorities deserve a spot in this industry because of, it's growing at an extreme rate, and we're not stopping. So I think that, now's the time to get in on the ground floor. I mean, not
Hmm.
only do you have the chance to help a lot of people, but you can make a lot of money while doing it.
Right. What
Right.
what kills me is like people are okay with cigarettes. They're like they seem like they're more comfortable with you smoking a cigarette and
Right.
drinking alcohol compared
It's
to
just going to take
the
some
use of
time. Like you
marijuana.
said, prohibition, like 15, 20 years from now, we'll probably be looking back like, wow, I can't believe, it was such a big
Right.
Right.
deal.
Let me
Right.
go to
Back,
the store and pick me up a 6 pack of.
yeah.
A six pack
You
of
know what I mean?
marijuana.
But Shannon in the Facebook chat room, she was wondering why the marijuana business. What is it that made you pick this over anything
Well, for
else?
me, I mean, it's just, when you're interested in something and sometimes right place, right time, I
Mm,
had the time and the resources in order to do it is something that had my interest, and it was really the right timing. Right now, the way the industry is, you kind of have to get in at the right time, because even Maryland now, they're talking about locking out the industry for 10 years. So these people who have
Mm.
ooh.
licenses right now, we're the only people that are going to have them. So,
Oh.
it's just,
Wow.
you really have to, like I said, be there right time, be watching your state's laws, and kind of be prepared. And we were
Mm,
that for Maryland, and this was just something that I had a strong interest in. And even now that it's actually happening for me, I feel like I'm definitely doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. Everything is just falling into place. So, I feel like I'm really fulfilling my purpose.
right. The opportunity came and you were
Right.
ready.
And it's an open
Yeah,
door. You got to take it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
the name of your shop is Mary and Maine, right?
yes.
Okay. So what will be the first off? Why Mary and Maine? Why the name? And what is gonna be the difference between say your dispensary compared to like Starbucks opening there?
Well, we're nothing like Starbucks. But Mary and Maine, we originally applied under the name Compassionate Herbal Alternatives.
Right.
And when we won, we felt like that was just so medicinal, so doctory. We
Hmm.
didn't
Mm,
feel like it was inviting enough. We felt like Mary and Maine was very inviting and kind of gave off that, come in, try it, we're not going to bite feel. And also, the name just kind of really resonated with everybody because it felt like something that we're trying to bring more to the average person.
Okay.
We're not trying to target anybody, any specific person. We're really going after the average, everyday person. So that's where Mary and Maine came from. What was the other half of the question?
Right.
Oh, what's the difference? What's going to be the difference between you? Yeah.
So the biggest difference is going to be, we have a really large facility, and we're going to have different areas of it, but we really want to focus on education at our shop. So we want to, when you come in, even if you're not coming in, everyone will have a medical card and have seen a doctor, and, you have to have the ailments that are listed on this from the commission. However, I know not everybody coming to the shop is always going to be like, oh, I'm treating my MS. I know sometimes people are going to just come in and want to, hey, what's your highest THC count today?
Right.
But we want to make sure that everyone kind of understands what they're treating, why they're treating it, so that they're able to find the most optimal medicine for them, the best version of it, the best strain. And we want everyone to be able to really understand how it's working in their body. So that's something that we are going to stress with all of our patients. We're going to have free educational classes for our patients, as well as some classes that will be, that people will have to pay for, but that'll be very in depth on all different types of educational subjects. So I'm really excited about that as well. I think that we are just putting together a really great experience that people are going to feel comfortable in, and that will feel inviting. And you'll be able to ask any question that you want and really be able to understand what you're doing.
Nice. I love that. I love the educational side of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Wags of Atlanta. All right. Now, how did you end up on the show? Like, how did that come to be? Where you're just like, hey, I want to be on a reality show. I'm gonna do this.
Well,
I'm gonna put myself out there.
Yeah, that part I did have to say to myself, but I never was like, I really want to be on a reality show. Like, no, it was never like that. I more so I used to be a Falcons cheerleader.
Right. I did see that.
Yeah. And I grew up doing pageants, cheering, all that good stuff. So one of my good friends that I cheered with, she married Harry Douglas, and her younger sister and I also cheered together, and then we all ended up on the show through her sister.
Wow.
There's like a little altercation going on outside, if y'all can hear that.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Turn the camera.
About to, right?
We are. You sure the Wags Atlanta cameras ain't on you right now?
Oh, no.
This is Unfaded Podcast reporting live from her location.
Right, that's why I'm like, no, I'm not taking the camera out there. No. But Kiera Douglas, she's who they originally asked her to be on the show. And they kind of were like, oh, your little sister, she would be great to be on the show as well. But and then I kind of just fell in there, and that was like over 2 years ago that I interviewed for that. So I didn't think it would actually even happen. And then one day, it was like last December, we get a text message one day like, hey, check your emails, and then it's a contract for WAG. Then we filmed it last summer, and then it aired this past January. And yeah, it was an experience. It was an experience.
What is it like to have filmed something like that, and then a month or two later watch yourself on TV? Did you ever like catch yourself going, that is not how that happened?
Of course. The whole time. Like, whoa. Like,
how did they make that happen?
They did that, but wow. Like,
so they really like twisted.
Yeah, a little bit. And I knew that my show was going to kind of do that a little bit because They kind of didn't want to go in like the normal reality show direction. They wanted less drama.
I can
And
see
Right,
it.
I
Yes.
noticed it.
yeah,
Yes.
they tried that route, and I think we had filmed a lot of drama, so I knew that a lot of it was going to get switched up. So it was just very interesting to watch it play out. You know, I don't think it was the most amazing situation for me. I don't think that the way that they had to twist my storyline to fit into that new narrative was the best for me. But you know, I don't think it harmed me in any way. I'm not, you know, I think it is what it is. It was fun, and I enjoyed it, and I met some really good people while doing it.
Yeah. And that's kind of what matters, because now you're networking and getting connected to other people. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
I will say though, you know, it's funny you mentioned that they didn't want to go in the same route like other reality TV shows, because I did watch the first 4 episodes so far. And I was just like, you know what? I kind of like watching this one better than like Love and Hip Hop, or I don't think Basketball Wives comes on anymore, but it's different. It's not like someone's walking into a restaurant with
we're not throwing drinks at each other and stuff.
Yeah, so, and I picked it up because usually
we're not calling each other the B word every 5 minutes. It's none of that.
Because usually in the first episode of Love and Hip Hop, someone's getting juice in their face.
Like, I was saying that too. I was like, you know, this is like another side of Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Love and Hip Hop, you think it's all like big booties and like pink hair,
like you know nipple pasties and jeans in a restaurant. I'm just like, really? Like no one has. Come on.
Nobody doing some normal stuff around there.
Right, and you know all the cast members are have their own business or aspiring to do it, and you hear that in their conversations a lot. So I like that.
A lot of us got the opportunity to talk about their businesses, except for me.
Oh.
Well, let me ask you this: will there be?
Really, I didn't.
Well, will there be a second season with you on it?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe. And if so, I would love to participate.
Okay.
Well, you heard it here first.
right. One more thing. I know that Shaywan had mentioned, but has your life like changed at all, like from doing the show? Like, do people like stop you in the street? And
in other words, are you recognized for your?
Not so much, but yes, to an extent. I mean, I'll notice more so. People don't stop me, but I'll see people like talking about me, and I could tell sometimes. Or more so, I'll just have people like introduce a friend that wanted to meet me or something like that. So I have that, but not really. My life really hasn't changed that much.
Okay, so I was gonna say, I was like, are you recognized more for your business or for Wags and Land?
Yeah, I think it's more for my business.
That's good. That's good.
And I think that's better.
Yeah. Way better.
And you didn't even have to talk about it on the show. So, so there you go.
Right.
I don't need your help.
I do by myself. No, I'm just like really excited that we got to have you on the show and like, really break down, your business and how it works.
That I was able to figure this out because I was like, oh no, I need to do this. So.
From the corner of a restaurant.
Yeah,
it's probably the best interview ever.
A really dainty corner.
We're gonna remember this.
Oh yes,
it's gonna be like 5 years from now. She's gonna be like a millionaire.
Like she was on our show
in the corner of a restaurant.
Yeah,
drinking ginger ale or Sprite. Not sure which one that was.
It's the ginger ale.
Okay.
So Shannon in the Facebook room, she says, when do you think the store will be open?
Hopefully we're trying to go mid-April, if not May. But it'll be open this year.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
We might have to. Yeah. Well, dang, I don't have a. Dang, because I was gonna say
you need a card.
I was gonna say I would go down to Maryland, but I can't even go
in the building without a card, right? Is it like that?
Nope, can't even come in.
Oh,
can I look through the window?
Dang,
we don't have that many windows, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Oh man.
Give me a little, look through the crack, like peephole, like just.
Okay, so it's pretty like strict on that. They want to make sure, like, if you
Yes,
need
we
it,
have
it's for
very
medical
high
reasons.
security.
But you know what? I'm really happy that
Yeah.
that there's another outlet for people to get some kind of help for their health.
Yeah, I agree.
It's especially it's a natural route. It's holistic, and sometimes that's always best. I mean, no shade to
agree.
like the health industry and pharmaceuticals, but I'm saying sometimes you need
a balance.
you need a
I
balance.
agree.
of
I
both.
think
Yeah.
everyone deserves the option.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Hope, are you dating now?
Oh.
I mean, I hardly have time. I hardly have time.
She did
She
say
hasn't found one to make the
she
time.
has
Is that it?
situationships or
Yeah,
relationships.
time,
I remember that. But okay, I get it.
It's very difficult for me to like make enough time for it to be something real. And I think it'll come in due time. And I think right now my business deserves my attention.
Yes.
I hear that.
So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think you've answered my second to last question. Basically, I was gonna ask you, like I ask almost every guest that comes on, Bay or the bag?
Bay or the bag?
Definitely the bag. For sure.
I mean,
see, now everybody said Bay. Like you, see, I'm glad I got somebody on the show that agrees with me. I'm like, yo, the bag. Come on now.
And then the bag.
We hit a new bag.
Oh my gosh.
You'll always have a Bay with the bag. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
That's true.
Okay, so before we let you go, we want to take up all of your time. I want to thank you so much for coming on. Real quick, y'all, before we get into the next quick thing, before we let her go, make sure you go and follow Hope at I Am Hope So Dope.
Yes,
on Instagram and Twitter. And make sure you go and check out the website Mary and Main. That's ANDMAIN.com. So Mary and Main.
And I think that's also on Instagram at Mary and Main.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. So one more thing, and then we'll let you go. Every episode, I play a movie clip.
Okay.
And I test LA to see if she knows the clip, and I test people in the room. Get ready, IG, Facebook. Okay, I'm about to drop the clip. Now I made it really easy.
Okay.
This week. I'm trying to give a win. I want to see if you could get the clip right and see if LA could get it. we're gonna let the guests go first, but I'm gonna play the movie clip right now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead,
I'll try.
All right, almost ready.
Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, wait a minute, Aldo. You gotta be kidding me. I really like this outfit. I mean, this is hand-stitched embroidery from an indigenous tribe in Guatemala that's almost extinct.
So they're not fucking in Guatemala?
Not yet.
You know what? Intelligent men of academia are gonna really appreciate this outfit.
All right, listen. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Now take it off and put this on.
This dress is a mosquito net.
Then maybe you'll catch something in it. Yeah, man. Lisa, you look like somebody's Puerto Rican grandmother. See, now men will fuck almost anything, but not you in that outfit. Don't even, I already know. Tighten that up.
Okay. So I think that's.
Don't be taking all day back there either. Making tamales and shit.
All right, so
I'm like terrible at this type of stuff.
You want to take a guess? Don't say I'm gonna get you sucker or beaches or something like that, because that's the wrong answer.
I really have no idea. I don't have an idea at all.
Okay. All right. No idea. All right. All right. LA.
I know it's Girls Trip. And
it's Girls Trip. I tried to make it real easy. Did the room get it? You got it
in the room. Let's see.
Yeah.
Caramel 40, of course.
They got it right.
I'm really bad at this type of stuff. My people who know me well are probably like cracking up laughing. Like she doesn't. I'm terrible at this stuff.
You know what? It is okay.
I know the words to what's the original, the Cardi B song that everybody knows? I don't know it.
Bodak Yo.
Terrible.
I don't know, but you know what? It's okay, Hope, because I think out of all the weeks that Shay's been doing this, probably like 10 weeks, I probably only got
That's
3.
the first one. Oh, okay.
So
probably
it
like
is
the
okay.
second time.
And I'm terrible. Like movies I should know. It's come on.
So that's why I tried to pick something
But
recent.
It's not like I haven't seen it. I have seen it.
It's a great
You seen
movie.
Black Panther?
Right. Have you seen Black
I have
Panther?
seen Black Panther.
Okay.
I
See, I'm on my way again this next weekend to go see it one more time.
See it again.
Yes, everybody go see Black Panther again and again and again.
So we have a comment from the Instagram. Caramel 40 says, "Sister car revoked." Oh no, she did.
Well, no, like
listen, she
I
knew.
don't remember anything, so I can't even play those games and stuff. But I'm always black. You can't revoke my car.
Right, right. Because she saw Black Panther, so
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And she about to be a pioneer, so you can't.
Right.
Yeah,
You know.
so
That's a hard card to take back.
You just gotta. Thank you, Hope.
You're welcome. So
Yeah.
Holding the
Right.
phone.
Oh, because you got to hold the phone.
I gotta hold the phone.
But it was awesome
Yes, it
to
was
have you.
great having you on,
Yes,
and thank you
guys
so much.
again for having me.
Yes.
Definitely. We'll hit up your people and try to send you something. And
Yes.
yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you again.
Hopefully
I
one
hope
day
that we
we can
cross
meet.
paths another time in
Yes.
life. I will keep you guys updated to what's going on with Mary and Ming.
Definitely.
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
have a good night.
All right. Hope Wiseman, everybody. All right. Yes. That was Hope Wiseman on the Unfaded podcast.
Yes, the youngest Black female marijuana dispensary owner.
Yes. What up, Shannon? Yeah. Wakanda forever. I see you.
Wakanda
Koi got it
forever.
right. Koi in the room.
And
on
Caramel
Facebook.
40, of course.
Caramel 40.
She always get it
getting
right.
all the money.
She always get it right, but
Why don't you
everyone got it.
I know why you're here.
Caramel, we know why
I know
you're
why
here.
you're here. You got a question for her so she can try to win some more money for the room? Another $5.
Oh, if I got
We're gonna
a
give away
question?
$5.
Oh Lord.
In fact, I'm gonna do one. I'm gonna do $5 in Facebook, and
Okay.
because they're on a delay, and then I'm gonna do $5 on Instagram.
Okay.
All right, what you got, LA?
Oh, okay. I am terrible with this, but I don't got no question. You should have asked me this before. I never have.
Lord of mercy.
I
All
never
right.
do. I'm bad with trivia. Oh my gosh. I don't know. You should have said this before because I don't know. We're gonna come up with a question at some point. Do you have one? Huh?
I'm thinking.
Oh, you're trying to make me do it
You're right,
so you
'cause I
can
didn't
have
have
time
one,
to
yeah.
think.
I didn't have one.
But I don't. So
All right, let's go with a TV show. Let's see. Trying to think of something from the show.
Oh, from one of our shows?
No.
Okay.
From the show. I don't want to get a name.
Okay. That's my whole.
Oh my goodness.
Song.
Okay. It's a TV. Is
She said, "Let me give y'all one." Oh, is that a challenge? I'm probably gonna lose it, but
no, I'm gonna give you one. Okay, it's a TV show that's based around a church with a little short black man on there who's been on multiple shows. That's all I got. I can't think of no. I didn't even question from the show. But it's about a church. Short black man on there. Bald. What show is that? Anyways, let's move on.
I don't know. What show was it?
We'll give it. Okay. See, she already know.
Oh, she answered?
Yep.
She said amen.
Amen.
Oh.
She's right.
I thought she was just saying amen, like because it was Sunday, you know. But
That's right. Looks like she got another $5.
Well, guess she
I'm
got
gonna challenge you for real next week. You wait.
wow.
Wait.
She's like a bot. Like you need to be doing like movie reviews for us or something. Like just saying. But anyway, let's get into the other meat of the show. Sammy. Oh, that is not. Oh yeah, Sammy just released a new EP called 31873.0. Why it's a bunch of numbers in a decimal? I don't know that. On his 31st birthday. Oh, is it like March 18th, 1973? maybe.
Could be.
So he released a new EP on his 31st birthday and a couple of days ago. So shout out to Sammy. When Sammy left the game for a minute, we all kind of wondered what was happening and what happened to the kid who sang "I Like It" and "Crazy Things I Do."
Y'all remember that?
We know that was like one of your favorite songs.
Yes, I still play it. Yes, I'm not ashamed.
So on Instagram, Sammy just let us know in a little bit on what happened. At 4, I knew I was gifted with the gift of song. By 12, I was doing it professionally. I gained fame and money, but opted to have a sense of normalcy and return back to school, which is what Sammy said. And at 18, I returned to my passion and was welcomed back with open arms. At 21, my ex-manager took my confidence in every cent to my name. Wow. By 25, I was suffering from insomnia and depression and was reliant on Ambien to sleep and liquor and women to cope. At 26, I returned back to God. And at 29, everything I once lost was given back to me tenfold. Health, peace, finances, a humble and gentle spirit in my career. In 3 hours, I'm turning 31 and I'm full of happiness and joy. Thank you, God, for this beautiful gift called life. And I just want to point out that he definitely could not have been 1973 if he's only 31.
Right.
So my math is terrible. Sorry. That was bad. Yeah, his CD, was really good. She said, hire me.
Okay.
We got to talk.
I'll let your boy later.
Right.
All right. So Safari Samuels from Love and Hip Hop, speaking of reality shows, right?
Chicken grease
went
chest.
on the Casey Crew podcast. That's DJ Envy and his wife's podcast. Anyway, Safari and Nicki Minaj, Safari said Nicki Minaj was abusive.
What?
Abusive. Okay. Huh. So Envy, who's a friend to Safari, said there were times he wasn't allowed to leave the house. Safari said he feared going to jail because the fights between them were getting so intense. And then after Envy's wife, Gia, asked what type of situation would cause her to go off, he said, I usually never ever say stuff, but I'm going to say this one time because I don't want to get slapped. I just added that in.
That's what he said.
It was one time. It was something I left and came back. She wanted me to get a bag for her. She said, yo, go upstairs and grab my bag for me. But it's just the way it was said. I'm not gonna get into it. You can't just keep talking to me like that. I'm not gonna go get it, he said. I'm not gonna be having hands put on me in the verbal. It's like, yo, it takes a while to get over that. Like, people see me. I wasn't like it took me a while to have I wasn't like that. It took me a while to get my confidence. That's why I was going to the gym so hard, because I'm like, yo, I feel like shit. I got to do something to feel good about myself. Let me go get a 6-pack.
Wow.
So do you believe Safari, or is he trying to keep his name out there and stay relevant?
I think with anything with these stories, it is a possibility that that's happening. And it's also a possibility that he's just trying to be relevant. But I mean, I just had this picture of Nicki just being like, and I can just kind of see that happening.
Jumping off the type rope.
Safari, go get me that purse.
That big old butt.
I can kind of see it. Right. And as she said, you know, I can believe it because she is trash and is very evil. I know people by their aura.
I'm about to call you in the room over there in a minute. About to say plug her in so we can talk.
Right.
But yeah, like
that is, but you know, I can see it as being a possibility. But again, I don't want to say, you can't say yes, this is true, because we don't know the full story, and we don't want to make any accusations and putting, you know, spreading rumors out there that may not be the case. But I just think I can see it happening. And for him to go into detail like that, saying, you know, he had to start going to the gym, you know, to start feeling better about himself, his physical appearance. If you don't want to get
beat up no more, that's the first thing I suggest you do. Get in the gym.
No man wants to feel that way, though.
So nobody will mess with you. Start working out. Do some karate.
No man wants to feel that way. Like, you know, go get my purse. Like, you ask nicely. And the fact that you can ask like that is, you know, you're disrespectful. So hopefully that's not true. But
they tried to make him out like he was like an abuser and stuff. You know, there was more like a situation, and you know, where they said he beat her up. I don't know how true that is. So this kind of just is a toss up.
Yeah, I don't. That's just.
But I can believe she could probably be real nasty.
Yeah. So
what's up, Myron?
And And true indeed, and Safari is very attention seeking.
What's that she said? Who's that? Who's
he
talking?
seeks a lot of attention. Caramel 40 on Instagram, basically saying that he's probably the type of person that seeks a lot of attention. And as I said, this could be a thing where he's trying to stay relevant, trying to put his name out there, keep people talking about him, whether it is positive or negative. People are talking, and that's going to keep you relevant. So hopefully we ain't got nothing like that going down. But if he lying, come on now, you can do better than that. But if it's the truth, Nikki, take your long nails out of people's face and talk to people better than that.
Yeah. At least you ain't got one of them old school SWV nails. Back in the day, it was real long.
So to show his appreciation, Serena Williams' husband, which is Reddit founder Alexis Ohanian, bought 4 billboards along the I-10 freeway just a little outside of Palm Springs. The billboards read, "Greatest Mother of All Time." Ohanian posted, am I saying his name right? Ohanian? Ohanian posted his design work on Instagram saying, "Olympia and I wanted to welcome her back to tennis, designed them myself with some help from Junior." Serena Williams has returned back to tennis a few weeks ago and will return to the Women's Tennis Association Tour at the BNP Paribas Open this week at Indian Wells. Yes, the same Indian Wells the Williams sisters boycotted for 14 years after being called racial slurs by the audience, especially after they won. So
yeah, I never forget history.
Right.
He's not in that situation. That was crazy. But I do want to say about them billboards, it does look like he and his kid designed them billboards. There's some ashy ass looking billboards. And then you say greatest mother of all time. Isn't this her first kid?
So
this is her first kid. This baby been alive 3 months?
So
the kid's got to at least live about 2 years before you start getting titles.
I'm about to shut you down right now.
Come on, IG.
Right now, I'm about to shut you down right now.
Come on now, let's keep it real.
You want to have
We don't even know if the kid going. Well, I ain't gonna even not wishing that. But hey, the kid got to at least make it to 2 before you can start getting some
this
titles.
Is how I'm about to shut
we can
you
say
down.
no, hold on. We can say greatest wife of all time, but come on now.
Not greatest mother of all time.
Nah.
Okay, so let me shut you down.
See, now the shoulders coming out.
Let me
go.
Okay.
See, now we done talked about Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
She's gonna watch her. The camera's on.
First of all, do you have to carry a baby for 9 months or more?
That don't make you
no.
Of all, we talking about the GOAT of all mothers.
First of all, what
greatest mother of all time
for him? He is showing appreciation. But answer the question, Shaywan. Did you have to carry a child for 9 months or more? Did you have to? Did you have exactly? So that alone, you will never understand. You will not understand how to carry a 7 to 10 pound.
But what does that got to do?
Hold on. 7 to 10 pounds.
What does that got to do?
Hold on. Nope. 7 to 10 pound child in your womb for 9+ months, because some women go on longer. Secondly, when it's time for that child to come out, you go through labor. Some women only have an hour, and some have 20 something hours. Can you imagine going through excruciating pain for all that? Many hours?
I see what you're trying to say.
No,
I can't imagine that.
We just want him to answer.
No, I can't imagine. Okay, but I will say this.
No.
Serena is very strong, so maybe he's looking at it like.
You might want to stop.
I'm just saying, maybe he's looking at it like, you know what?
Because
this woman kicked back. You know what I mean? She bounced back so fast and got back into tennis. I can see him saying, yeah, you know.
And that is exactly why. Because he recognizes the strength in his wife to carry a living being and bring it into the world. Okay. And then to have tender titties, walking around with tender ass titties. You don't know what kind of stretch marks she developed or she got any saggy things. You don't know. But she had to work to get that off. And then while doing that, to take care of the child, this new child, 2 months as your first child, it's a lot. And for someone to sit back and say, you know what, I recognize the great mother in you, and the way I'm gonna show it, because most of these regular men out here is not about to buy no 4 billboards and be like greatest mother in the world, because they like, oh, they gotta reach 2.
Regular men can't afford to buy regular billboards because they're too busy.
Right.
The ones who are spending money on things are actually spending money on their kids.
Right.
That's another.
And that other guy is probably gonna buy a car to show his appreciation or tell her that she's the greatest mother in the world, whether or not that baby just came out of the woman on the labor bed or it's 2 months old. He wanted to recognize that.
No shade to him for recognizing that. No shade to that. But I'm just saying that is a big. Would she say something?
So yeah, she about to chop with you too. So Caramel 40 said, "Let's go, okay? Let's go. Number 1, you can't have a baby. Boop. Number 2, you are a man. Stay in your lane. Boop. 3, don't make me come down there."
Oh, she about to come down here?
Thank you. So before, because I gotta calm down.
So in his world, she's the greatest mother of all time. That's all you're saying,
right? And
to him,
it's not gonna matter to you.
To him,
and that is his way of showing that. Just because it's 2 months, just because the baby is 2 months, don't mean that he can't show that appreciation. You don't know what he saw. You don't know what he's seeing every night when you have to get up in the middle of the night because the baby's crying, either because they shit themselves or you gotta wake up and the baby gotta suck your titties. Like, anybody gotta suck on your titties? Like, nobody gotta suck on you. They don't have to do that. We're giving them that life. So 2 months, of course, if he wants to show that to his wife, yes.
Greatest mother.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
She said, breathe, girl, breathe.
Yes, breathe. Let's breathe. You act like I'm talking about.
I gotta defend the woman out there.
I'm not attacking her. I'm not attacking the situation. I'm just saying, is it a little early?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not early.
I think it's a little early.
To you.
To me, it's
so ladies out there, just so you know.
I'm not shading on none of the ladies. What you do for the world and nature and having babies, nobody can take that from you. Y'all got the world championship in that. I'm not saying anything against that. I'm just saying that there are some bad mothers out here, and before you and before you give people titles of greatest mother of all time, I just think, maybe it should be a little more time like that.
I just want to point this out.
Hey, babies grow up to be killers too and go to prison.
Okay. That don't mean that don't mean they're not great moms. But I just want to point this out, ladies. For all the ladies listening out there to Shay One, I just want to let you know that he is not gonna tell you that you are the greatest mom in the world until your child is at least 2. Boop, boop, boop. Just want to let you know, he is not going to tell you.
Everybody in the room is pissed.
He is not going to tell you, the one that had to feed this child from your breast, have the child. He ain't going to tell you that when you
put a billboard. Hold on. When you put a billboard out there, you are immediately going. And I'm just saying, in competition with other women. I'm just saying, to me.
I don't give a rat's hoots, leads, whatever.
It's a nice gesture for him. Congratulations.
Ladies, Shay One will not be telling you that you are the greatest mom in the world until that first child, is at least 2 years of age. So keep that in mind.
I'm just saying.
No, we gonna move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Chop you up
for the world come and find me. Because for some reason they're taking it like y'all ain't doing nothing. I'm not saying that at all. So you're not gonna say she's the greatest mother in the world. She's probably a good mother. She probably is a good mother.
Notice he said good, but not great. You ain't great until it's 2, but you're good from 2 and under.
I'm just saying there's some bad mothers out here, and you don't know they bad until later. I'm just saying. I'm not saying she's gonna be a bad mother. I'm not saying she's gonna be a bad mother. I'm just saying, hey, you gotta wait, see how the kid turn out a little bit too. Now, that stuff makes a difference. I'm just saying. Hey, whatever.
Ladies, he will not understand. He will, as Koi said in Facebook.
I'll never understand.
He will never.
But I appreciate it.
Understand. And the funny thing is,
we're gonna bring the room back in IG though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring you guys back
in. Back because it's about to go down in like 30 seconds. But let's go on to Netflix. Okay, Netflix is entering into the big leagues, joining the ranks of peers in traditional media like Disney with a worth of $155 billion and Comcast at a worth of $169 billion, closing on the stock market at around $301.05. Netflix is now worth $130 billion, a trend expected to continue since stocks have risen by 50% since the beginning of this year. Does this surprise you that Netflix is now becoming just as big as other media outlets?
No, it doesn't surprise me at all. They've been making very good consistent strategic moves for a while. So it's only right that that's what's happening.
Yeah, it's like with the original like programming that they were getting. At first I was kind of skeptical because it was so weird. It was so new. Mm-hmm. It was like, man, the streaming service is gonna make their own TV shows. Yeah. And I immediately think it's gonna look like some ashy like Lifetime type shit. That's just not gonna be any good. But the stuff on there is like huge budget type thing.
Yeah, you know? Netflix is doing.
There's explosions and I mean, what happened to Lifetime? I guess Lifetime, if they had Netflix money or started a streaming service or something that was paid, maybe them Lifetime movies would be better. That Aaliyah movie was a piece of ish.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Netflix took on like a biopic? They could probably kill the game. Like, I probably feel comfortable with them taking on like the Prince biopic or something. You know, if Netflix wanted to do it. Because they have the money to actually do it right.
Netflix would do a way better job at a Prince tell-all or something than
Prince fans are burning down if Lifetime tried it. They'd be like, oh, Lifetime. Hell no.
No.
We let y'all have Michael.
Just if they even said it was an idea, like the Prince fans wouldn't even let that go down. Like, just let that be. Let Netflix have it because we're not about to have that. But yeah, Netflix, of course, I feel is making the best moves. They've been growing a lot, and I love Netflix. And as Caramel 40 said it, Instagram, Netflix and chill will always be big. Always. But on another note, a little bit of sad news. The boss, Rick Ross, was found unresponsive in his Miami, Florida home a few days ago. On a 911 call, he was said to be slobbering out the mouth, which may have been brought on by a heart attack.
What's up, Chris? I just want to say what's up to Chris in the Facebook room. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So transported to a Miami hospital, the 42-year-old hip-hop mogul is on life support and is hooked to machines that are acting as his heart and lungs. Ross is no stranger to health problems. Before he lost 100 pounds, he suffered 2 seizures on 2 flights in 2011. Now, the 50 Cent actually weighed in on his Instagram, posting a picture of Ivan Drago. Saying that right?
Ivan Drago, yes.
From Rocky IV, from the famous "If he dies, scene when Apollo Creed was killed in a movie.
Yeah, y'all know that part was like, now, if he dies, he dies.
50 Cent. First of all, that is.
Now I didn't get any updates on Rick Ross's condition. So if anybody in the room knows what happened with Rick Ross, Facebook, IG,
if he's better,
YouTube, we still streaming on YouTube. If y'all know if he's better right now, because I haven't kept up with it, but yo, that shit was crazy. When I saw that he posted that on IG, I was like, wow, is the hate that strong? 50
is disappointing, and I am like, really? Are you? Come on, like how low?
Now he didn't write a caption, but you knew.
Yes.
You knew what it was about.
No, that's low for you. And now, just with that comment from 50 Cent, now I look at you different. Just because I'm like, really? That's how you're gonna talk about someone when they're on life support? Forget life support. They were taken to the hospital. They've had seizures before. Machines are breathing for Rick Ross, and that's the kind of comment that you make about someone in that kind of situation, that just shows me that you as a person, that's just really low. And I'm disappointed in that. And I don't know why he felt like that was okay to post. I mean, I pray to God someone hacked your account or something to do that. And even then, I don't think the hacker is going to put that. So terrible. I think that was a disgusting move that makes you look like a disgusting person, because you are now really like bringing down someone further than, and that's a terrible situation for someone to be in. You know, that's near death. So
yeah, that's like
come on, 50
beyond just regular beefing back and forth. You know what I mean?
That. Yeah.
So yeah. I'm not saying there's anything valid for that, but I really wonder what has happened behind the scenes for him to be like, if he dies, he dies. You know what I'm saying?
But even if
put that picture up.
But even if say if there was any kind of beef, right? Any kind of problems, even then, that's still low. That's still low for you to
right. It's better to just not comment at all.
At all.
All right, but anyways, DJ Khaled. Okay, Jay-Z, Future, and Beyonce, they teamed up again on the kickoff single "Top Off" for Khaled's next album, Father of Assad. Wait, somebody said something in the room?
No, it was about the previous story.
What was it, real quick?
Cameron 40 said he better stop better acting like Keenan. This is real life and he can get it for real.
Yeah.
Can't be listen.
But 50 ain't no punk now.
Yeah, but come on, 50.
He not easy work.
It don't matter. You shouldn't be saying that about people.
That's true though. It's still wrong.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, DJ Khaled, Jay-Z, Future, and Beyonce teamed up again on the kickoff single "Top Off" for Khaled's next album called "Father of Assad." Man, this man loved the hell out of his son, man. Father Assad 2, 3, 4, 5.
I love you.
You better hope he don't get no other kids.
Assad gonna be jealous.
Either Assad gonna be jealous or that other kid gonna be jealous.
Right.
Yo, Dad, why Assad get 3 albums and I only get like a shout out on a single with Vanilla Ice? Right. Like we have Vanilla Ice collaboration or some shit. The song immediately went to the top, taking Drake's God's Plan out of the #1 spot. So do you think DJ Khaled has another one? What do you think?
Well, in reference to the song that was with Future and Beyonce and Jay-Z, I mean, I heard it was trash. I haven't heard it. So, and I haven't really skipped.
But it's #1.
He says it on every song, okay?
It's like #1.
I haven't heard anything about it as far as people liking it. As far as I've seen, some people said, the people I've seen so far on social media, some of my friends and some that I don't know, don't like it. But
I'll be honest,
we have some that say that it is very good. Like Caramel 40 says she says it's bananas.
I was gonna say, like, I thought it was all right. Okay. I got to listen to it like at least once, and I was like, okay, this is all right. You know, but it's one of those things I had to kind of warm up to, because when I first heard Drake's God's Plan, I wasn't like on board with it. I wasn't hating on it or nothing like that, but I wasn't like, I want to hear God's plan again, you know, not until recently. So now I'm just more and more into the song. So I think it's just going to be one of those situations where you hear it a little more often that you'll get used to it. But I thought it was all right. I was like, okay, you know, cool. And then Beyonce, she had the little verse in there where she might have been, they say she was talking about Tiffany Haddish, talking about when the chick rubbed up on Jay-Z's chest. And she kind of rolled over. She said, you're going to need a non-disclosure agreement or whatever. But anyways, I thought the song was all right. I think he might actually have another one. In fact, he does have another one because the shit went to #1 already. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
it is a DJ Khaled world, and we are just living in it right now.
Okay. I mean.
But anyways, it is time to get Unfaded on the box support. Drop it on.
Swiss only let the beat run. For all my Southside niggas that know me best, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch famous. Goddamn. I made that bitch famous.
Go ahead and make them famous, LA.
So you go out with your friends, start drinking, and at the end of the night, you call an Uber. You get in the car, you pass out. When you wake up, you're looking at a $1,600 Uber bill. That's $1,600.
Sound like Kanye on the track.
Right. That's what happened to Kenny Bachman while visiting friends in Morgantown, West Virginia. After a night out with friends, he called an Uber to take him back to where he was staying near West Virginia University. Kenny passed out and woke up 2 hours later. The driver drove him 300 miles back home to New Jersey. In the end, the fare came to $1,635.93 minus a $3.94 base fare and $2.35 booking fee. $696 for distance and $115.90 for time. Aside from the distance, Kenny ordered an Uber XL, which is meant to hold over 5 people and, of course, cost more money. Kenny couldn't remember where he told the Uber to go, but he knows he wouldn't send it back to his house in New Jersey. Passing through multiple tolls, Kenny had to stop at a bank to pay the driver back. So how did he make such a big mistake? Well, Kenny wouldn't admit his blunder, accusing the driver of using his phone. Do you think Kenny's fronting, or did the driver really take him for a ride? So, okay.
I think Kenny fronting. I think Kenny was up in there. He was drunk, pressing wrong buttons, pressing any old thing and just said, take me home. And if you use Uber, I haven't even used Uber before, but is there something on the app that you could press that gives you typical destinations?
Yeah,
that would send him back all the way back to Virginia or wherever, not Virginia, but New Jersey by accident.
But still, okay. First of all, he got into the car, he passed out drunk, right? The driver, though, on the other hand,
that's what I was gonna say too.
Why would you drive 2 hours from West Virginia to New Jersey?
Well, I think
wouldn't you say
$1,635.93 of motivation?
No, because the person is drunk.
That's true.
Wouldn't you want to be like, hey, you sure? Like, wake up, or something like that to, because that's 2 hours. You're going through tolls and all that stuff. Like, I personally would not be driving. I would not be driving that far. I would not be driving 2 hours with a drunk person in my car, because I wouldn't do that. And I think in Uber, I think I used it one time. You might have a section where you have like a home address, and maybe that was a home address, but the drunk person probably put in the wrong thing. But wouldn't that make you question?
You would think, but isn't the app used for like reducing the interaction, you know what I'm saying, between you and the other person a little bit?
Right.
That way it's like, oh, this is what came up in my phone. This is the address. That's where I'm going to go. The guy got in. He's here. He checked off. But yeah, under normal circumstances, if you don't want to drive 2 hours out of your way, just as a driver, just driving on the weekends, I mean, that's a long way. And you got to drive 2 hours back, because I'm sure you don't live in New Jersey. You're working out of West Virginia.
Right. I don't know.
So he's saying the dude in the story, what's his name? Kenny. Yeah. He's saying he thinks the driver took his phone while he was drunk
to put in a New Jersey number.
Well, like I said, is there something in the app? Because I've never used Uber. Those of you in the room that use Uber or are Uber drivers, is there something in there that's just recent locations or something where you could just hit the button and
you put your address in for where you want to go, I think, beforehand. Right. Let me see. Well, she's saying Caramel 40 said, what the fuck? Why would the driver do that? It's an Uber. They ain't got time for that. I've used it. You had to put in the address before the driver even comes. Exactly. So you're going to put the address in of where you need to go before the driver shows up. So maybe he put in his home address.
That's what's confusing. And how would the driver know? So I don't really buy that the driver took his phone.
Right. Yeah. No, but right. I don't think the driver took his phone. But now here's the thing. If Kenny, right? Whatever, put in his wrong address. When the driver shows up and sees that this is in New Jersey, I would question it because you know the person is drunk.
But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know that the person is drunk until he gets there, right?
Yeah, right. When he gets there.
But you know when you get the, I'm assuming if you're an Uber driver, you look on your phone and it's like, oh, bloop, bloop, okay, this person needs a ride 2 hours away to New Jersey. But I'm gonna go take that fare because it's a bunch of money.
You know what? You're right. He's probably like, maybe he had the time. And maybe he's like,
you have to accept the fare, right?
I could drive 2 hours for $1,600 something. I'm
gonna make some big
money.
Let
me go make some money.
And you gotta pay my tolls on the way.
But at the same time, I'm still going back to the fact that you know that this passenger is drunk. And I don't. Do people really take Ubers for that long distance?
I think so. I think it's rare, but the reason we're hearing about this one is because this dude is pissed about the bill. That's why you're hearing about it.
He's pissed because he's drunk. He's like, what the hell? I was supposed to go back to West Virginia, university or something? Yeah. And now I'm in New Jersey. And then how's he going to get back? You have to use the same Uber guy. Like, listen, you have to take me back to West Virginia University where I'm supposed to be. Well, that's going to be another $1,600, sir. That's messed up.
That driver made out good then. And he had an Uber XL.
Yeah, right.
Why would you order an Uber XL?
Drunk. No. Maybe exactly. Maybe he ordered an Uber XL because he's thinking he just has to go to West Virginia University, and if there's other people, I think.
Okay, so is it in proximity? You're like, oh, the only thing around me are Uber XLs. I have to take an Uber XL if I want to get out of here because just on my app's map. Again, I've never used Uber. This is what's closest to me. Just Uber XL. No.
I don't know, but this is a crazy situation because I tell you, I would not be driving no 2 hours. I would not be driving 2 hours.
Who's saying exactly?
Caramel 40.
Who you agree with? You agree with her?
I agree with the fact that I would check the passenger first because I don't know if people are taking Uber to go to. I just don't think so, and he needs to check. And if the guy's belligerent, just like, yeah, that's where I want to go, then it's like, okay.
That's probably what happened. You don't know the dude. There's clips and stuff on YouTube of Uber drivers getting cussed out. Just drop me to my destination. Okay.
All right.
And he don't even have to get the money out the dude's pocket. It's like, there.
It's gonna come out your bank account.
Right. So.
Well, no.
Right.
When you pay for Uber, I think it comes out of your account right away, or like
maybe not right away. You gotta agree with that you got to where you needed to go for that driver to get paid. I think.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, probably. Okay.
But once he drove him to where he was, I mean, I'm sure they can see that on the app. Like, yo, your location was here to here. That's the spot.
You about to overdraw.
Here you go, Mr. Jones, Uber XL Jones.
Damn,
it's just $1,600 something.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
I bet you never gonna be drunk again taking no Uber.
That'll sober your ass up real quick.
Right. You ain't gonna drive drunk. Or drive as a passenger drunk in the car again.
Riding drunk. There you go.
Riding drunk.
So, anyways, this is or was the Unfaded podcast.
No.
Yes, this is a longer version, but hey, what can I say? I want to thank everybody in Instagram, on YouTube, and Facebook. Y'all both over here. Got YouTube and Facebook right here.
Yes, and we want to thank Hope Wiseman.
Yes, shout out to Hope Wiseman. Thank you so much for joining us. The beautiful Hope Wiseman going out there selling the medical marijuana, not recreation, but I'm sure that's coming very soon. Yeah. But this is the Unfaded podcast presented to you by Bandit Box, where we listen to you and ignore you all at the same time. We want you to like, share, and follow Bandit Box on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Bandit Box. That's at Bandit Box.
Box.com.
For more news and hip hop and R&B, go to banditbox.com.
And if you need any advice whatsoever, or want us to help you out with some girlfriend issues, boyfriend issues, job issues, whatever it is, you can send your questions to us via banditbox@gmail.com, or you can send us a direct message on Instagram, whatever way, so that we can help you answer those questions.
Yes, and I am your host.
You can listen to the Unfaded podcast every week on
Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play,
TuneIn,
and a whole bunch of other websites that I have no idea about. But you can definitely find it on banditbox.com. That's banditbox.com.
Yes.
If you just search Unfaded Podcast, you will find it in all the random places everywhere. So, but anyways, I am your host, Shay One. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at The Real Shay One. That's at The Real Shay One.
And I am VLA Bailey. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at VLA Bailey and Twitter at VLA Bailey _. And make sure if y'all are listening right now in the room, you want to go visit closet18.com. There's some new designs on there, especially from Black Panther, Melanin, inspired by the Martin TV show. A lot of really cool stuff on there. So you want to make sure you go check that out and go shopping because spring is coming up. You want to get your t-shirts, your hoodies, and all that stuff. So tune in, y'all.
All right. Well, we will catch you all next week. Peace out.
Later. To turn my mic down. What's up, Caramel? Thank you for being in the room with us. Like, you're dope.
Yes. Shout out to everyone in Facebook. I'm gonna let y'all go on Facebook though, because y'all been rolling for a minute. We've been on for an hour and 40 minutes.
Dang.
Go back and listen to the show. I'm gonna drop the episode on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Hope Wiseman's interview if you haven't seen it yet, or you can check the playback. It'll be on Facebook. I gotta get used to looking at the camera
right here.
But yes, thank y'all so much for writing in the chat room and sending over your questions. Really appreciate it. We got more and more guests. They're gonna get bigger and better. Keep rolling with us. The show is really going. Make sure you tell your friends, your family, your mom, your dog, your cat, your gerbil, your rabbit, whatever you got at home, and tell them to follow the show and leave comments. Leave comments if you listen to the podcast on the actual podcast app.
Yeah. Well,
all right, Facebook. Peace out, y'all. Facebook.
Take care, Instagram. See y'all later. Bye.